right, so today I'm going to do a second summit that's down just south of Tombstone. Off the top of my head, I don't remember the name of it. I think it's just a number designation like 4675. I'll put it in there. But the way you get here is you go through Tombstone, which is where we are right now, and you're going to follow it through, and then you're going to go just a couple miles, 2 or 3 miles south of the firehouse on Route 80. And there's a gate there, and that gate connects you back up to what was, it's the old Tombstone or the old Bisbee Highway, and you take that road in, and you know, I've been there in other ones, it's in other videos, but I will narrate as I go through there. So right now we're in Tombstone. We're gonna go through the center here, and then we'll hook up down there at the bottom. All right, so we're coming to the sort of city limits of Tombstone here. There's the firehouse. So right here is milepost 318. It's another couple of miles down the road to the gate, and I'll let you know the exact milepost where you can jump in there and do this summit and the summit that's right across. I'm going to say the road because it's the old Bisbee Highway. I'll point that out when I'm down there. All right, so right here at about milepost 320.3 is the gate. So we're going to want to go through here. Remember, leave gates closed. They say to leave them as you find them, but all these ones coming out onto the state highway should be closed. And that one you can see right there has a little sign that says to keep this gate closed. A lot of people just leave them open, and it's stupid because they're cows and stuff. So you can see we're on the old road now, and you can see it was paved at one time. This was actually the old highway that went, I don't know if it came all the way in from Tucson, but I know that it goes across and goes to the north side of Route 82 and then heads up at least in the direction of Benson and Vale. It's not really used for anything other than forest access now, but you can see straight ahead, that mountain there, that's government benchmark. That's another SOTA summit. The one I'm going to go to is on the other side of the road, and I'm going to hike into it. There's a kind of a road that goes to it, but that road can be a little bit rough, and you know, for me, SOTA's about maybe getting to do a little bit of Morse code and burning calories. So I usually just park and hike over, but we'll pick it up from there. All right, so we're coming up to the parking spot. Government benchmark's right there. So you're gonna come down here, and there's like a stock tank, and there's parking there. We're just gonna park right in there. So we're just gonna park right down here. So right there is a stock tank. I don't know if it has water in it or not. This is a road, looks like somebody may have tried to take it. I'm not gonna fight my way through it. I'd rather just hike and burn the calories. But government benchmark, and this is the way you hike. You're gonna hike north. All right, so as you can see, we're in this old, it's an old mining cut, I'm sure. Well, I mean, maybe not, but up there, that's the summit we're going to hike up to. It's not super far. Just stay on the road, you'll cross a gulch, and it'll take you right up in there. Gorgeous day. But yeah, I'll get you the reference when I get up there. So I can't remember from the last time I did that, if you could see this little hill here, I don't remember if that walks up that back ridge of that or not. I usually will follow this road down and then go up right there, but I'm going to cut across and try to go up that way. Looks like it might be a little bit easier. So I broke off the road and worked my way over. So we're coming up to the base of that little hill right there. I'm just going to sort of work my way up. I'm not going to climb it and go down. I'm just going to work my way up around that west or left side of it and go back and head towards the summit. But we're getting there. So far, no big obstacles. The first little arroyo I've had to cross, it's not too terrible. I don't know how many more are between here and there. We'll find out. So this is that original wash. We came in from over there somewhere, and that wash comes down off of there and here, and it meets up right down there. So you got to cross it again here. So if you took the road, you'd only have to cross, well, there's another one. I guess you'd be crossing just as many, but some of them are bigger. This one isn't too bad. Just go right across this. Okay, so as you can see, I'm almost near the top of the little hill before the main summit, and it doesn't really connect up like I thought. So the way I came the last time, down up the arroyo on the road and then across, is definitely a better way. I'm just gonna walk this around and then up, but next time that way for sure. And I can barely see it, so I know you guys can't see it, but somebody's got a target shooting range up back there. I see a couple of 2-3 different targets. Pretty cool spot, nice and quiet out here. Anyway, I'm gonna hike up and around there. There's the summit, and yeah, I took the long way. You just got to be careful on this granite. I took a spill. I didn't have the camera on, but yeah, it wasn't fun. So I'm just working my way to the back side over there, and then just, in theory, straight up the spine. I'm in that saddle, going up to the saddle. This goes to the summit. This is that second sort of bump between it. I'm gonna just try to hike up there and just walk that spine. Well, hike that spine up. It's a little steep in spots, it looks like. Whew. Okay, so I'm on top of the first bluff. You can see the two. I came up from down over here. That's the first hump. There's the second hump. And then this is the main spine for the summit. And I believe that's the summit right there. I have one more little bluff and then the summit. And this hike really isn't super bad this way. Once you get past that, then it's just almost like going upstairs. But that's where I'm heading. Got the vultures flying right overhead. Huh. Some people think that's an ominous sign. I see them all the time when I'm out here. I'm not dead yet. So, pretty cool. Summit's right there, maybe another 100 yards, plus or minus. And there's the summit right there. Another, I don't know, 50 yards, 70 yards, something like that. I'm just gonna go straight up. All right, coming up on the summit. Whew. Right there. Here for a second I thought it was a bluff. But we're here. Right, so I'm at the summit. That's probably, I think that's the summit log over there, but I'm in the if there is a summit log, there's a pile over there, but I'm in the 40 feet right over there. That's Tombstone, Benson, St. David, Huachuca City over there, Sierra Vista, and then down there that way is Bisbee. So I'm going to go ahead and get set up and we'll start making some contacts. As you can see, hopefully, I'm right in the top ring. W7A, CO-133, it's the Tombstone Hills. And we're going to go ahead and start making some contacts here. I'm going to go ahead and spot myself, and there we go. I'm going to have to get a new key. This key is really starting to get on my nerves. Well, he's... I can't hear this guy. I can't get him. I can't hear him. That was a tough one. All right, let's go up one. All right, I'm gonna move up. All right, I think I'm going to call it for today. That'll do it. Just in case you're wondering, same setup. Got my fishing pole, my end fed, coming to coax KX2. I'm going to pick it all up and head on down. All right, so all picked up. I'm actually going to go out the way I came in. I'm going to go, not the way I came in this time, but the way I came in last time. I'm going to go down and over. And you can't see it, I'm sure, but you might be able to see the edge of that gulch right there. The road runs right up to there. So I'm just going to work my way over to the road, cross that gulch, and take the road down. It's a little bit, it's, you know, Mas o Menos. It's better, not better. I guess it depends on perspective, but I'm going to go down, head out that way. So there's the summit. You can see I just sort of walked right around here, and I'm going to walk right down here and cross over. Hopefully that looks a little shallow. Cross over there and then head over to the road. There's two more washes or gulches to cross. I'm just going to cross over and hit the road that way. Or I may just cross this first one and walk all the way back down on this side of the road and not cross the gulches at all. Haven't decided. I'll have to figure it out when I get there. Crossing this first little wash here. I like to cross them, well, I can't say all the time, but as much as I can closer to the mountains or closer to where they terminate, because they're a lot more shallow and easy to cross. Like that one over there is like a gulch. It's got, you know, really high walls. It's not easy to cross. So that's the first one. Yeah, so I would suggest don't try to go up there and do that. Come down further and walk up this last spine. That's the best way. That's the way I'm going to do it next time. I thought I'd try it the other way, but I didn't. Or, you know, if you're not really into burning a lot of calories, you could look at a map, like a topo map, and you could see the sort of best ways in. I just sort of go for it. Okay, so here we are. We're getting to the second sort of washout arroyo here. This one's a little bit steeper, and then I think the next one's about 100 yards up. So I'm just going to walk my way down and try not to fall. This trip I fell twice. It's been a long time since I've fallen, so twice walking on these marbles, it'll do it. I just crossed the third little arroyo. I think there's just one more big one, but I'm not sure. I can see it over there. I kind of want to get in the road because this is just really scrubby, and it slowly starts to wear you out having this stuff grabbing your ankles and all that stuff the whole time. So might just work my way over. The road's only about 100 yards over there, I think. Just go that way. I broke my tip on my walking stick, so gonna have to get some new ones. Anyway, next stop, the road. All right, coming up on the last wash. You can see it's got some high walls, but right here you can just, well, I won't say just, because it's still, you still got to go down in there, but it's a lot easier here to do it. You just got to find a spot that's not full of scrub and that has some sides that are relatively easy to climb. Yeah, this looks like it'll work right here. Yeah, this is kind of steep, so we'll see whether or not I made a good choice here. The walls hold up. Ugh. There you go. I think the road, I hope there's not another one, but I think the road's right over here. Here it is. Right here. And we'll just walk this all the way back.